Uh, Hi everyone. My name is Ben Shorey, and this is my 15112 term project. So, what I did is I created an application so you can make your own music. So you have play, help, and you can go over all the options. There's scroll bars. So three screens: the start screen, the help screen, the play screen. And so, getting into it, we have right here, we have a lot of buttons, a lot of features. So we have a grid where you can store sounds. The keys, up, down, left, and right, affect the grid where you can add rows and columns. And the scroll bars will always update to encapsulate it no matter what you do. And so if we keep adding some more, so what you're looking at is, I'll just go over the buttons one by one. So we have move buttons, and so if you keep adding columns, you might be working on your song down towards the end, and it's like, oh, I don't want to scroll back and forth repeatedly, so you can just click move buttons, scroll to the end, and then click it, and it'll move all the buttons to the end. And then from there, you can also, it'll never move the buttons off the screen. So I could try to move them over here. You can't do that. And then if you keep removing columns, it'll actually move them on the screen, so they can never be off the screen. Same with moving buttons over here. So you can also add rows and columns with these buttons and remove them as well. And so you can click and store sounds in the grid like this. And then you can also overwrite sounds by clicking on them. And the way this works is that it will go through each column when you hit play. It will go through each column and play all the noises in that column simultaneously, and then move on to the next one. And how it moves on to the next one is based on the tempo. So you can click this, and this the number represents the amount of notes played in a second. So this would be 4 notes per second, or 4 columns per second. So this would be 0.25 seconds from this column to this column, and it would be the next column over. So you keep clicking like that, and it goes up to 32 notes columns per second, and then back to 0 again. So you can have some pretty long pauses. The highest is 5 seconds between it. And then there's an eraser, so you can erase sounds too. And then there's also back, and it'll keep the same songs and just clear. So it'll loop through like that, playing those noises. And once it's done, you can hit things like clear, which will reset all the tempos, all the notes. You can just add them back like this. And so, since it's all 0, if I keep it all 0, it'll play all of them simultaneously because there's no wait between each song and or each column. And so if I do this, you can have it so it'll loop through playing these notes, but then if you do this, it'll only play the first 2. So, and it will still keep those. So in case you accidentally delete a column or a row, you'll still have the notes that you had there. So you can also play, stop, and then play from where you left off. Stop. Try missed. Play, stop, reset, then play again. Then you can stop, reset back. And so that's primarily all the functions. You have X start, so you could start from here and play forward from there. And so my example song that I have is, let me load that.